What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Crashlands. My name is Splattercat. Very, very happy to have you here today as we walk back past. I think in today's episode, we had to go do a bunch of stuff for that guy. And I don't remember exactly what he told me to do because it's been a while since I recorded last. So let me take a look here. We're going to figure it out. There's the ominous triangle. I remember that part. Mother Duck, we had to make the garter for our, we had to make a garter for our Wampet. I remember that. That was one of the more absurd non sequitur quests. Like, we're making a garter for an elephant with 1 foot. Never mind, I'm not going to question it. We'll just do it. And crafting roots. We had to go talk to Ollie, or grafting roots. I'm sorry, I thought that was a Z. And it's a G. My ability to see letters and do this properly appears to be much poorer than I thought it was initially. And with the crafty... we need to follow, we had to go back to base and do the ChemWorks station. So, my recommendation would be, wow, this map is really expansive. It just goes on for days, doesn't it? It just goes and goes and goes. Did we finish off all the stuff for Grandmammy? I'm gonna teleport over there real fast. I'm pretty sure we did all the stuff for her, but I just wanted to make sure. Yep, it all looks okay over here. We had to go back to Power Pole. We need to talk to Ollie, so let's see what kind of good stuff. I'm trying not to say his name too loud because then my cat Ollie will come in here and he'll start wreaking havoc with everything I care about and dream about. He is the worst. Worst kitten ever. Most poorly behaved. Ugh. He's got this thing he does now where he flips the water bowl. He thinks it's hilarious. He does it every single day now where he flips his water bowl. He like pushes it around a little while and I'll be like, Ollie! And I'll get angry at him. And then he'll be like, I don't care about you, daddy. And then he'll look me right in the eye as he flips it and gets water all over the house again. It's like, damn it, I have hardwood floors. I gotta get some kind of heavier water bowl that he can't flip. But I've been able to find one that I like. I went to Petco and PetSmart last night. Ooh. We just got shotgunned with booty spooge. That's unfortunate. Anyways, I went to Petco and PetSmart last night and tried to find like a good heavy one at a bunch of different stores, and I didn't see any that I don't think he'll be able, because he's got the technique down. He sticks his little paw up underneath it and just like goes. It's ridiculous. Oh, you was Sterling. Ow. Trying to give me the double stomp. I'm not down with the double stomp. I'm barely down with the single stomp. Got the wrong consonant in there. It happens to me from time to time. Try and get that stun running real quick. Oh, we got a bunch of... hey, that's good, though. We got ourselves a Wampet sinew because I know we've been low on those. So, ow. Luckily, I had a potion activated, so who cares? You can kind of face tank it if you got a potion activated. Just be like, whatever. And it'll just tick up through the whole thing. Ooh, I need those, too. There's so many things that I need in this game. And it's not like a real tangible, I have to have this or I'm going to die type of need. It's just I have a compulsion to pick up random treasure in every game that I play, and so the more treasure, the better. That's one of the reasons why I like Dragon's Dogma so much. If you haven't been paying attention, Dragon's Dogma released this week to Steam. Very, very cool little game. I played it back in the day when it came out on the Xbox 360, but to be honest with you, I'm enjoying it way more on the PC. What is that? A stony antidote. So it could be like an antistone or a stone antidote, whatever you want to. Is Ollie over here, or is Ollie one of the little guys at Oogie's Menno? I think it's got to be this one over here at Oogie's. I get turned around a little bit. Oh, we got glutterflies and everything over here. Let me go ahead and mess with some glutterflies. I'm trying to get an egg out. I've yet to get an egg from our glowing little nutsack mutagen-looking bastards, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying because I believe one day that I will have a glutterfly and it will be my pet. I'm kind of wondering if we don't get it until we finish off a quest line or something like that, but I really, really, really want a glutterfly. And so far, we have had 0 luck. Of all the lucks, the numerical value, the integer equals 0 for the amount of luck we have. Which one is Ollie, then? That's Arnd. That's Oogie. Which one is... which one of these was Ollie? Let's head back to Power Pole and tell Ollie what's become of Saucy. So I'm already back at Power Pole. Kind of. In the vicinity of Power Pole. I like how it's no loading, too. It's like seamless when you teleport around. Oh, there he is. He wasn't lit up before, I don't think. Or maybe I just walked right past him like an idiot. You wouldn't happen to have any spaghetti for all this sauce we just spilled.
You done restored my honor. Not sure what spaghetti is, though. Got some more of them sticky bombs, though, if that'll do. Now I just gotta work up the nerve to talk to Keith Fleek again. Thanks again, Flowery.
More quests.
Think I'm ready to talk to Kickflip. Would you mind running over and telling him such? And about them wampets?
Sure thing. I need more of those little things that make me faster, so I'm going to murder this plant in the hopes that perhaps there will be little critters inside of it that will allow me to become wealthy again with the power of Speedy Boots. Hey, Kickflip, Ollie wants to know that wants you to know that he took care of the wampets that surprised you both. And we didn't tell him about you losing the entanglement ring, so if you want him back, you can just say so.
Well, slap my roots and call me a flower. Heck yeah. Ollie, come on back, you lovely.
Yay, they're together again. Do I get anything for this? Mammy always said I had good... Yeah, we got that one already. How do I get paid? Or did I just do this for altruistic reasons? Oh, okay. Hey, Flux.
I finally finished thinking I want to do after the Burl tragedy.
What's up?
I used to be a big follower of Maria. Now, Burl gone, I'm thinking of repledging myself to her Rudy goodness. If you could help me out, I think it would greatly please Maria if I returned to Power Pole here back to the place.
I'm not big on magic mumbo jumbo. Magic isn't a thing, Juice Box, but I am.
Ah!
What was that?
I knew Marla was listening. This is more important to me to make nothing bad. Oh man, this is important to me to make sure nothing like Burl's death ever happens again. Please, Flux, just plant 8 of them log trees around Power Pole. I think that'd please Marla most sincerely.
Let's just do it before the formless voice comes back.
Once they sprout into full-grown log trees, then maybe she'll take my piousness for serious.
So do I have to supply the fertile dirt too? If I have to supply the fertile dirt too, that becomes problematic because I don't have a lot of fertile dirt right now. So instead, I'm just not going to think about it. And I'm going to hope that I get all the things that I want out of the game later on. A log tree seed bomb. It looks like there's an added variety of bomb for almost every single seed that you can throw out there. I didn't want to waste a bomb on that. That was an accident. I still had it equipped. I didn't mean to. Alright, let's go back to base. I'm sure there's some form of crafting that we need to get done right now that has been waiting for us. So I'm going to go take a look. And while putzing through all the random... Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and grab those, too, because I could definitely use more potions. Did I forget to plant my field? Wow, that seems like an addle brain thing to do. Alright. Looks like I forgot to plant my field. Such is life, I suppose. I'll put those right there so that my base is nice and lit up once nighttime gets here. Or at least so this front little vestibule area is so we can have company over and make friendses. Can you flip that one around? No, the trophy's stuck in one way. What did I need? Oh yeah, I needed a water pump. And also, I picked this thing up off camera while I was running around. You can take it as well as you dish it out. You have a chance to poison enemies and poison resistance. So if you're already... We got a stuffed glutterfly. I don't know if I want to use that right now. Let's go ahead and craft this thing on up while we got the supplies, because I know that's unfortunate. Having a hard time staying in stone, actually. There's not a lot of stone around. I keep hoping... What is this right here? A glidopus incubator. This is going to get moist. Sexy. Moist. Moistness is lovely. Wait for this thing to pop on out, so enjoy watching a counter tick down with me, Nerdcastle. Thrilling gameplay! Look at it all! And then we'll worry about possibly... So that station right there looks like it produces water balloons and some kind of kidney. Let's give it a shot. Does it have to be on floor? Oh, it has to be placed in savanna water. Alright, well, let's just put it over there then, and we'll see what we can do with this. I like the variety, though, in the crafting stations. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game that you can make. There's a real docket. Like, if you're interested in crafting, this might be the game for you, because the volume of stuff you can make is actually kind of mind-bending for a game that just came out. We need water balloons. Build a couple of them. I think the guy said that he wanted, by jamming a reed into a water balloon, you can fling it with tremendous force onto your seeds. Seeds love that kind of stuff, right? I don't know what these accomplish, but they're for the scientist guy, so I'm going to take those back to him. And that was down here, or no, it was up at Remerle's. God, teleportation. Who knew? Teleportation. That is just the best. That is the most awesome thing ever, and I wish that I had it in my life.
Mighty pump you must have made for these. Many thanks for 'em. Or to make a big explosion here.
About that battery?
Threw it into the water, but not here, somewhere out there. Don't remember quite where. Made us do what they did.
You promised us something that's at the bottom of a random lake. How are we supposed to get that?
Grandmammy fishes, loves fishing, knows how to make her some fishing poles. You go talk to her about fishing. Then you can find it for yourself.
What's this about a battery and water? And where's that Remerle? She's never here when I come by. Battery? Water? I don't even know those words. Oh, come on. Just tell me where the battery is. We could be buddies. We aren't your buddies, pal. You two are so rude when you least expect it. When you find something precious, I'm going to laser it out of existence.
Stupid Hugo.
Wow, Remerle, you really are good at hiding from Hugo.
I've had lots of practice, and how's about you don't go telling people that I hide up in the squee? Don't want anybody getting suspicious about my activities and snooping around here.
I don't know, Remerle. You might accidentally tell Grandmammy unless you give us something. Juice box.
Fine. Keep your blabber hole shut with one of these. My prize squee prepping station, the squathe.
Cha-ching. Let's go see Grandmammy about that fishing pole. How do we even build a squathe? It requires something called plastique.
Just gotta mix up some of them water balloons and walker blossoms. Let them cool on the windowsill and voila, hard as rock plastique.
Huh. The squathe. It looks like religious. Remerle, you've got what someone would call an obsession with electricity, right?
Hee-hoo, that and I do. Say, you're a shiny box, not a squishy critter. Wait a tick, are you?
Remerle's eyes go wide as she looks over Juicebox's framing glowy face.
You are of energy.
Yep, Juicebox is a robot.
A robot? I done theorized that the energy arts could give life, but sentient life impossible. Ho! And being of energy, amazing. You aren't just a box, you a god box.
God box? I could get used to this.
You must know it all. Perhaps you do this less of being a kindness and help out with my super secret project. See, I'm trying to make this thing to throw fire all over stuff. Only problem is, I need something liquid and explosive to fuel it.
According to Bureaupedia, I mean my infinite knowledge, Wampet milk has some enzymes that would stabilize gassic gas so long as you do it under a vacuum.
Oh wow, you truly is a god box. Perhaps you could demonstrate your greatness with a sample.
How could I let down my own disciple? Here's the instructions for making Nitro Flux Minion. Let's get to work. Alright, let's go. We'll bring you a case of Nitro soon, Remerle. That's pretty badass. That thing looks barely contained and ready to destroy my foes. Hopefully it has secondary applications as a murder device, otherwise I'm going to be very, very let down. I need to find some more stone. This whole stone thing is really kind of running me ragged here. I ain't got none of that ish. These things right here, you can actually get during the day, but I wanted to tell you guys, those things that we found, you know that stony thing we found where we couldn't do anything with it a couple episodes ago? It blooms at night, and so if you come back at night, it's got like a big grapey flower looking thing on top of it, and you can use it to gather, it looks like grapes. It's kind of like a vineyard type deal. I'm not really totally sure what it's useful for, but it would also help if occasionally... Oh, man. Ooh, I got the stun off. That'll work. Our DPS is really terrible. We gotta get better at this. Hey, we got a refill. Did that one heal though too? I hope it didn't. I don't like healing, unless it's on me. My healing is super rad. The enemy's healing, ow, is super lame. I think they attack a little bit too fast. Makes fighting them a little obnoxious. Like the way that they instantly just like do their thing over and over again. Luckily, I have stun weaponry, which seems to take the edge off of them. But not every time. Their defenses also seem really high. I don't know if that has to do with the tier that you currently have equipped, or if that has to do with other factors, but whatever those factors are, we need to isolate them. There it is, right? Oh, shit. Did he just laser a stone node away from me? What a dick. Hugo, I hate you. That's the thing that I was talking about right there. You can loot it, and then you get Glotus berries. So we had found one of those about an episode or two ago, and I wasn't totally sure how we interacted with it. It was obvious to me that it was a set-piece object, and every set-piece object in this entire game has been usable so far, and so I figured they probably wouldn't break the motif. I would like you to not get hit by giant explosive booty bombs. Thank you. I'll probably kill a whole bunch of these random flies, too. I don't know what the drop rate is on the eggs that you get out of these guys, or if you need some kind of special weapon in order to do it. But I would love to have more pets. I'm actually getting tired of my Wampet. I want a new pet and I want to name him. I want to name him something adorable. If you don't like naming pets an adorable name, then I'm not sure we could ever quite be friends in her castle. I think there may be a hitch in our relationship forever, because whenever I go to enjoy naming myself a delightful pet, you're just going to worsen it by making me feel like pets don't deserve names. You know, and so you might have to vacate the premises if you don't like giving pets adorable names. Things like Piggle Pal is the perfect example. I don't think there's any more stone right here. We may just hoof it all the way back to base because I have things that I need right now. And so unfortunately we might have a little bit of a farming episode. Knock that thing out, hit it with a bomb, and then hope we can keep it stunned. Man, I got turbo and everything right now. Alright, there's another one by ow. Another one bites the dust. Ba-da-doom, doom, doom. Another one kisses the sky. A little bit of stone in here. That might help out a little bit. We're poisoned too, so we're going to be bleeding health over time. Picked ourselves up what looks like an elixir of luminescence. Don't know why we would need the essence of a loom, but hey, maybe we'll have some random knitting to get done later. I had a friend whose mom had like a loom that was passed down from her family in Louisiana for like 250 years in their living room. It just like sits there. It's like a decorative piece. Nobody uses it. It does work though. If you push the little button, the little wheel turns and everything. Or I'm sorry, if you press the little pedal. Cool piece of ancient technology. I'm always impressed that somebody came up with that shit. Like they sat down with like sticks and like rocks and like a little bit of rope and they figured out that you could make a machine out of it that would put together threads and create like cloth. That like blows my mind. Like, for real, I'm not that diligent. I don't care that much. Especially in a time period where there was no copyright law. So the second you came up with something, it was instantaneously, like, public domain, so you couldn't even benefit from it. I mean, I guess you could. You'd be able to make more, like, knitted stuff. Or more threaded, like, things. But at the same time, you can't, like, charge people for it. It's upsetting. You just created, like, an entire genre of weavers. And they don't have to pay you any stipend for that. Like, you don't get your 2% off the top. Eh. I don't know. I don't know, Nerd Castle. Probably have to kill one of the queens. I bet the queen got the eggs. A Wampet Bull. I don't really care about you, Wampet Bull. Like that one right there. An ancient glitterfly queen. I bet she'd have something like that. Oh, and we can hurt her too. Do you really wanna hurt me? Yep. Absolutely. 100%. Mostly I just want to stun lock you as hard as I can though. Oh, there's that stun. Keep her locked down. Keep her locked down. And I hit her with a hammer. It's super rad. It's super great. I'm gonna throw a bomb at that thing because it's in the way. Trying to use up the rest of these crappy bombs that I have too. My shitty bombs. If they had concussion grenades or whatever, I would accept that too as an option. I would actually run concussion grenades instead of what I have right now. I bet this lady gives up the egg. I bet she gives it up. Man, take a beating though. That's a tough little critter right there. How many times you gotta hit someone with a hammer before it goes down? Got this. You have nothing I haven't seen. Oh, it's almost morning though. All the glutterflies go away in the morning. Time to die. Can you imagine fighting something all night? That would be like the longest engagement ever, just a battle all night. And I bet it happens all the time in wartime too, because it's not like you take a break just because it's nighttime. Like, game off. Like, that's not how it goes down. Be out there all night just listening to that click-clack, just hoping you don't get tagged on accident. Be paranoid as hell. That would suck. What was I doing? I think I needed to go back to base for something, but I can't remember or quite qualify what in my mind. My brain is doubting everything. I keep coming up with things that I should come back here for, and I can't come up with them. I don't think there's anything else really craftable in here. You need a stupid amount of stone to get the Wampet Garter, but it seems like it'd be good if you could get it. Takes a lot of materials, though. Like, oh my god, a lot of materials. Like, the farm is real. The farm is very, very real. Just in case you hazarded that the farm was fake. A Gassic gas sack. Comes from a Gassic plant. This bubbly sack smells strongly of methane. Okay, and this one requires a squee husk. Water balloons and the nitrous. I already have that, so that's not that difficult. I can make plastique, no problem. I did want to make some more axes, though. Let's go ahead and throw these together real quick. We'll see if the first one comes out any special colors. If it don't, then we'll take the second one and see if we can get something better. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's got vampire and burn chance. Yeah, I'll probably go for the equip on that one. I'm gonna save the rest of the stone so that we're not using it up. Oh, our axe is so badass. We look so cool. We look like we're ready to raid. We look like we're ready for raid night right now. We're about to do some flasks. We're about to get in there. About to chill with the homies. I got drunk in raid. That's what I did every single time. Whatever. Once you've beaten the entire game on all the hard modes and shit, it's just like, well, we're just doing this so the new guys can gear up. And that's cool. I don't have a problem gearing the new guys. Somebody geared me at one point, so I get it. It's a cyclic. I hate people that are like selfish raiders. For real. Worst people ever. Like, once they get their gear, they don't want to go no more. Don't want to help anybody else out with anything. Shitty people. I go to raid regardless of whether I'm geared or not. Plus, it's good for the DKP, you know, the EPGP. Get that shit in there. Although EPGP decays, which makes it a little bit depressing to accumulate in mass quantities. But you gotta have a big stack of it for when you go into the new raid dungeon so that you can get your stuff. I mean, by the end anyways, when I was raiding in Rift, for example, we were giving away, like, legendaries by the end because we beat the game so quickly with the first 2 or 3 raid dungeons that it was just like... We all had the endgame tier gear that was the highest it could be. We all had legendary weapons. Like, everybody had their stuff. And so, honestly, I like gearing other people. I think it's fun watching somebody get excited because they got something new and cool. I remember there was this one time where a piece of loot dropped. It was like a legendary one-hander. This was in Rift, not World of Warcraft. I was a high-end raider in Rift. When it first came out, I was in, like, the number 6 or 7 guild in the world or something like that. I don't know. We were always competing with the Koreans. They always managed to beat us, though. There's always that Korean guild that was faster. I'm like, damn, man, you guys are on this shit. And, like, we've been doing this all day, too. People calling in sick for work and all kinds of stuff trying to get this done. Well, we had a legendary one-hander drop one time, and there was a girl who wanted it, and I, at an initial glance, wanted it, and so I put in, I said, you know, bid when they put up bids for it. However, after reviewing my backpack, I realized I didn't have an offhand to go with it. And she was all, like, nestled in for, like, an argument about this, because our EPGP was roughly similar. And then I was like, no, I gotta take my... Like, people don't do that, though. I see a lot of people that loot stuff in games that they don't need just because they have the raid points for it. It's messed up, man. Give it to somebody that's actually gonna get a DPS increase out of it and help the raid. And so, anyways, I was like, nah, you can have it. But she was ready for a fight. You could tell from the tone of her voice. Like, nah, you can have it. I just realized you could hand it over for 2 hours after you looted it anyways. So after we got out of the raid, I handed it off to her and was like, yeah, you... Go ahead and take it, because I just realized I don't have an offhand, so it's all you. It is all you. I'm not just going to throw it in the bank to sit there when I can increase the raid's DPS. Gots to be a team player. That's the difference between a bad raid guild and a good raid guild. Good raid guild will look for the team players. The people that are willing to hurt their own game to help somebody else's. Help somebody else step up and be the champion for a little while instead of always want to be center stage themselves. It's an important skill to learn in life, though. Like, for real. Let other people have credit for stuff every now and again. It makes you seem like, especially if you're like a team leader or whatever, if you're the leader of a team or like a manager or anything like that, you should never take credit for like anything. You should always give it away to your employees. It'll make them like you a little bit better. It makes you seem like a good boss. It makes you seem like you're not greedy. Brings the whole team together. Just little tactics I've learned throughout my life by occasionally being in charge of people. And just accept your larger paycheck, you know, for being a manager or supervisor or whatever, as your form of someone acknowledging you, and give that shit away to other people. Let other people's contributions be known. Because I've had bosses that are just the worst, where they're just like, oh, I do everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take credit for this entire project. And I don't feel that. I don't feel that at all. We're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all next time. This is Crashlands. You should check the game out on Steam down below. How do, everybody?